Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll try to continue a few more time and then we will take attendance and we'll stop here. So all you people can join meanwhile. So I was talking about if you are going to face an interview, you are not allowed to face interview if you do not have a copy of your resume. So therefore you are expected to carry a copy of resume with you. So you should know how to prepare a resume. So that will help you. Then let's try to understand why should we study this professional communication. So here you people will get answer. Just 1 minute. That our CO number 4, it will tell you. So number 5 will tell you to develop and enhance the report writing skills of the students. So again, imagine yourself, you're working at a responsible post or position. So that time you're expected to write reports. So maybe the tasks which are assigned you and how you have completed it, how many of you have completed it, uh, why it is lagging, or what are the reasons that or problems that you are facing. So including all those things, there are different types of reports. Technical report is there, fall in production report is there, investigation report is there. So you people try to understand how to write a report and you will improve your report writing skills also, which will be again part of your professional life. And here is the last reason that will tell us why should we study professional communication. So it says to inculcate softer skills in students for personal and professional success. So this is very important, very important. Maybe it is your personal life or maybe it is your professional life, but you should have some of the soft skills inculcated in you. Okay, so which are soft skills? So what are soft skills? First of all, we will try to understand what are soft skills. So if you try to understand its meaning, you may be translating soft means mau in Marathi and skills means kaushalya. So mau kaushalya. Are you going to take this meaning mau kaushalya? No, it is not such a soft skills what you are just trying to understand or translating. So soft skills means something like that are life skills which are necessary for everyone everywhere. So these are soft skills. If you're a professional, if you're working with an organization, you should know that decision making, positive thinking, leadership qualities, uh, then problem solving attitude, communication skills, motivation. So these are some of the soft skills that we people will look or study in this last CO, and uh, we people will practice such soft skills also. So they are important. And in your personal life also, you people will come to know how to interact with other people, how to just solve your own problems of your life. There also it is going to help these soft skills. Okay, so with this, now we people will go to the next slide, and on the next slide you people will get idea about course outcomes. So now I'm not going to spend much time here on these course outcomes. So a little difference is there between course objectives. So course objectives are in the beginning of the course or before starting of the course. Okay. So here we are going to start our professional communication, and so we have set these goals. काय काय करायचं आपल्याला? We people are going to develop our presentation skills, group discussion skills, personal interview skills, resume writing skills, and report writing skills and soft skills. So these are some of the goals that we people have set when we people are going to study professional communication. So now these course outcomes, they're at the end of the course. When we people will have completed this professional communication, what we people will have achieved. So we will be able to prepare good quality presentation and deliver it effectively. So this is important that you people will be able to prepare nice presentations, best presentations, and not only preparing, you people have to deliver it. You people have to express it in front of other people also. Then if you complete professional communication course, then you people will be able to participate effectively in group discussion. So as you people have studied some traits and tips and some knowledge about group discussion, you people will be able to participate in group discussion. Then if you complete this course, you people will be able to perform effectively in personal interview also. So you'll understand what is personal interview, how it is conducted, and which questions are asked, and how should we prepare. All these things you will come to know, and you people can take part in personal interview. Or as I told you, we are going to have mock interviews. In mock interviews, you people try to perform well. Then if you complete this course, you will be able to prepare effective resume for job interviews. So it is advised that all students will just prepare your own resumes, even today also. Right now, just take help of any book, internet, Google, YouTube, whatever, and just try to find out how to write your resume and prepare your own resume, and keep it updating. So it should include your contact details, your name, your career objective, your academic qualification, your trainings, your some certificates that you have achieved, curricular and co-curricular activities. Such things you people try to add in your resume. Your personal details, your date of birth and languages known, and all those things, everything you try to add. And up to final year, you keep it updating every time. Whatever you get, suppose that any exam you pass, any training you complete, you try to update it. Then next, draft and write various reports professionally. This is also, I have explained that you people will be able to draft various reports, technical reports, and as per requirement, you people will be able to prepare reports effectively. And last outcome will be this, that demonstrate various soft skills like team skills, leadership, creativity, etc. in different situations. So in different situations in your personal life as well as professional life also, you are going to come across with different situations, and you people will be able to show such soft skills. Okay, so is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me know. Sahil, is it audible? Sahil, roll number 14. Sahil?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Then let me ask Sampada, roll number 6. Are you paying attention?
Sir,
Okay, good. So that was about course outcome and course objectives and outcome. So now let's try to see in detail what syllabus we people are going to study, or exactly which content we people are going to study in theory. So you people will understand that unit number 1 is about presentation skills. Okay, so you people are expected to make presentations, effective presentations you people are going to do. And in presentation skills 1.1, it is about pronunciation, intonation, stress, and rhythm. So these are some of the points that we people are expected to learn when you people are going to give presentation. So try to understand presentation. When you are going to give presentation, it will be in the form of oral communication. So what do you mean by oral communication? Answer me. Oral communication means what? So if you think, there are two types of communication, one is verbal communication, one is non-verbal communication. In verbal communication, again, there are two types. One is oral communication and another is written communication. So what is oral communication? Oral communication is nothing
Yes,
but
no type question.
yes, no type question. Okay, so that question will be different. Here, communication we are talking about. So in oral communication, we are talking orally, spoken English.
Face-to-face communication.
Yes, Nikita, you're right. Face-to-face communication, or with the help of words, I'm speaking with you. So right now I'm doing oral communication with you people. And if I'm writing, that will be written communication. So presentation is part of oral communication. It is also written communication, but more or majority of you people have to do oral communication. You have to speak. So if you're going to speak, these points are important, as I have just mentioned here, that pronunciation. I would like to tell you that English is not our first language. English is not our mother tongue. Okay, so therefore we should learn how to pronounce certain words in English, because I think that there is a lot of problems with pronunciation of words and sentences, and we have to be sure about each and every word that we people are going to use. We should know pronunciation of these words, and if you are using pronunciation clearly, it makes impact. It changes the listener's attitude towards you, or listeners will listen you carefully if you are having clear pronunciations. And on the other hand, see, you may be prepared, and your content may be well, but still if your pronunciation is not up to the mark, or pronunciation is not clear, in that case it may be a somewhat negative impression. So we people will try to understand how to improve our pronunciation. And then intonation, so again this is related to oral communication. So intonation or tone. So we people have voice, and this voice is a powerful tool that we people can use. So we cannot speak in the same tone. Sometimes we people have to increase our volume. We need to increase our voice, and sometimes we need to lower our voice. So rising tone and falling tone, these are ways that we people can use for oral communication, and this creates impact on our listeners. Your listeners get attracted towards your thoughts, or listeners listens you carefully if you are using intonation, and their meaning is also different. When you use rising tone, that's meaning changes, and if you use falling tone, that's meaning is also changes. The next is stress. So what is stress you are understanding here? The stress that you are feeling right now, you may be having a lot of difficulty in problems, and because of that you are in tension. So that stress, are you assuming here? That stress I'm not expecting here. The stress in language, or stress in oral communication. So while using, again same, that we give emphasis or focus on some words, and we do not give emphasis on some words. So in English language, there are some words which are pronounced clearly, and which are weak words which are do not which do not pronounce clearly. So that is stress. And if you know which word you have to pronounce clearly and which word you should not pronounce clearly, you people will understand the stress. See, in case of our mother tongue, we pronounce each and every word clearly. If you try to read or listen or speak with someone in your mother tongue, you'll come to know that each and every word is clearly pronounced in Marathi, or maybe in your mother tongue other. But in English, it is not like that. We do not pronounce all each and every word, but there are certain words which are stressed based on their syllables, and which do not stress. So based on this stress or unstress, next term gets, that is rhythm. It creates a rhythm. Rhythm is a kind of music, a kind of we can say the words and sentences. If we speak continuously, it creates a kind of rhythm. It creates kind of music, and it wants us that we should keep listening. We should keep listening. So that is rhythm. Perhaps you might have heard about rhymes, nursery rhymes. So there are some rhyming words at the end, and that creates music. So that is rhythm. So in English also, in verse also, and in text also, that rhythm can be used. So it creates rhythm. So we people will try to understand about this pronunciation, intonation, stress, and rhythm also, so that you people will understand how we people can improve all those things. Because right now we people know some, at some extent we know, but we want to learn it more, so that it will be very convenient when you people will use English language. That time you people will be improved on the basis of pronunciation, intonation, stress, and rhythm. Then in next 1.2, you people will be learning about preparing presentations. As I told you, some of you might have done your MSIT or Triple P. Again, see the PUBG favor is here. So I think that I have to block him for all the time. So who is this PUBG favor again? So simply I will remove you. You are joining with the same name again. So you're not allowed to attend such classes. You can either join any club or any maybe team where all people who are crazy about PUBG and they can spend their time like you. So you are not allowed to attend such classes. Again, I'm going to remove you. I think that there is still chance for you. You people can rename yourself and attend the class sincerely. But if you are going to attend class with this name only, PUBG Fever, you will not be allowed anymore. So I will remove you, and next time I will not allow you. Okay. So you people will just come to know how to prepare such PPTs. Maybe giving heading or title, then its font size, text, color, images, and animation. All those things you people will come here. How to prepare a presentation, how to plan it effectively, how to prepare it, and how to deliver it. Okay. Then unit number 2, it is about group discussion. Okay, so unit number 2 again very important, that as earlier we people have discussed about that we people are going to part of this professional uh, life, or in your life when you people will be final year, you people are going to face recruitment processes. So there you are expected to take part in group discussion. And for your information, I like to tell many of the students they get eliminated in this round only. Some students they may perform well in aptitude test, but majority of students face problem here, that they are not able to do well, they are not able to express themselves in group discussion, and this becomes problem for most of the students. So I would like to suggest you people try to work on it, you people try to learn how to take part in group discussions, and make it your strength, that simply if you're going to take part in group discussion, you will easily qualify this group discussion. So in this group discussion, we people are going to learn about uh, what is group discussion, introduction to this group discussion, traits evaluated, why this group discussion is conducted, and which points are evaluated. As I told you earlier, how do you speak, your communication skills, your behavior, your attitude, your language, your cooperation, your helping attitude, uh, and your team skills, all those points will be evaluated here. What are types of this group discussion, and some tips we people will discuss that will help you to participate in group discussion and individual traits. So all those things we people will discuss in group discussion. Okay, I think that remaining part I would like to discuss in next class. So now I would like to take feedback. So how was this lecture, whether you are able to understand me, or my speed of speaking, is it okay? And if you are having any difficulties for understanding, you people try to tell me. So how was this class? Is it okay for you, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Rohan, Aishwarya, they are saying
Yes, sir.
okay, fine
Yes,
for
sir.
them. Okay, I think
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sarthak, you are also saying fine. Yes,
Yes,
Deepak.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, all right. So major students they are having no problem, but still I think that there are some students they hesitate to speak. So those students can not here afterwards also can contact me and tell me your problems, difficulties, maybe for your understanding, maybe for English speaking also. Feel free to talk, feel free to communicate, and don't hesitate. So if you are not able to speak here right now, you can communicate me later also. So now let's pay attention to your attendance. So as per my information, I would like to announce absent numbers only. And if anybody is present out of these numbers, you just try to say you are present. And if your number is not announced, it means that you are present for today's class. So roll number 16 absent, roll number 18 absent, roll number 24 absent, 30 absent, 42 absent, 52 absent, 59, 60 absent, 61 absent. And may I know what is the last number? Last roll number 66 or 65?
68.
68.
68.
Okay. Then 66, 67, 68. These are also absent. If anybody is present, then you just let me out of these absent numbers. Once again, absent numbers are roll number 16, 18, 24, 30, then 42, 52, 59, 60, 61, 66, 67, 68.
42 present.
42 is present, all right. Is there anyone who is again present but your name is number is announced in absent numbers? You just try to tell me. Okay, all right. I think that everybody is fine. Everybody is present for this class, and their attendance is marked. So that's all for today. Thank you for joining class. Remaining part we people will discuss in next class, but you people will come with a lot of ideas. So try to know more information about pronunciation, intonation, stress, rhythm, or I will share these slides with you also. So you are expected to make a separate notebook for professional communication where you people are going to write down your syllabus, and if any additional notes will be there, you people have to note it down in notebook. So there should be a notebook. So you are expected to make a notebook for professional communication. So with this note, I will just stop sharing the screen, and we people will stop here. So should I end this meeting from my side?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.